mag, it works like a champion. It's a somewhat of a challenge with a 22 because there's always ammo. Ammo is so critical. You don't have much recoil impulse, just ammo. So I remember back in the day when there was an issue with, remember how when ammo was hard to get, it was expensive, and all that stuff. I remember having, and then 22 became the hardest to get. But I remember some people came to classes with 22s. They're like, well, I'm going to bring a 22 to save money on ammo. Yeah, that's good. The games never work. The pistols, the carbines, they didn't work. And I went, you're better off bringing center fire ammo and shooting half the amount of ammo. So if the drill's a 10-round drill, shoot 5 rounds. If the drill's a 2-round drill, shoot 1 round. You're better off bringing center fire ammo than bringing a 22 because they will not. I'm going to go shoot a class and shoot 400 rounds in a day. Your typical 22 won't work. Will not get through that. They get too dirty, they're too finicky. So the fact that apparently this block is as reliable as everybody's saying it is, that's a real plus. It's basically a 19 frame for all intents and purposes. It's the same size as one. As soon as you pick it up, you're like, it's a lot lighter than the top end.
Oh, yeah.
It's a polymer steel mix type thing, so it's much lighter than that.
Right.
We are up and live.
Oh man, baby. World Wide Web. That's what that WWW means. Did you know that?
I did. Did I just win the backpack?
Yeah, you did. You just won the back. And all the content.
I won from you last year.
Yeah. Awesome. We got some trivia today. You have to get a chance to get out and see the alien pistol downstairs at Lancer Systems.
Any concern of that falling apart like the Hudson?
Well,
I know there's always
yeah, of course. Apparently, the gun has been being used in competition in Europe for a while now. Year and a half. So, which is a good thing. In theory, they worked out the bugs and all that kind of stuff. The guys who designed it are the guys who designed the Susan Scorpion. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Really out of the box. We ready to roll?
Yep, good to go.
All right, let's do it, man.
Your gun choices first,
Well,
or are you taking
we'll
it from the audience?
I just was talking to Tony Barnes, my buddy from Brown Hills, we were walking over here. I gotta dumb things down, and I'm not pointing fingers here, but you guys have been throwing me what I consider to be softballs, and you guys haven't been able to handle it, so I'm gonna have to dumb things down. Okay, let's just do the 1911 and high power. The operating system in the 1911 high power system is insane, except for one key difference. What did they do on the high power that was different from 1911 operating method? Yeah, I'll give you.
Trigger safety?
Or is that a patch?
That's a patch, yeah, it's an operating system, that's not really the trigger that it can.
barley.
Barrel link, yes. One way from a swinging link to a fixed barrel link from the bottom, fixed barrel lock. There you go. Well done, my friend from Boulder. Thank you.
Stay around. He's going to win more. He got some yesterday. All right. So check this out for any cloners out there or cloners watching online. This is the issue sling. So this is the Vickers, the NSN sling. This is what
Marine Corps and
on the M27. Yep.
yeah, M27. Okay.
That's it. There's no special other parts pieces. What you get here, that's the mil-spec packaging. That's how the military gets it, just like that.
So we're going to stay with the high power for next. Most widely copied feature of the Browning high power. Widely copied feature of the Browning high power weapons system.
No barrel bushing. No?
Far more widely copied than
Trigger?
that.
What about the trigger?
Absolutely not. Magazines. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Well done. And magazines with it. Most double stack, not all, but most, the vast majority of double stack pistol magazines are based off the Browning high power magazine. Yes, by far, the most widely copied feature. Well done, David.
Is that a double stack single feed or stack double?
Well, it's double stack single feed. And if you look at magazine in the Beretta, 92 Beretta, magazine in the M17, magazine in the Glock, almost all double stack magazines are basically the adaptations of the Browning high power.
There it is. So this is
multi-cam.
this is the multicam version of the unpadded sling. So the regular Vickers sling with the
Okay, give me a
multicam.
weapon system here. I'm gonna
No
throw one
delete.
out here for you guys that I consider to be a softball, but it might not be. The locking mechanism, the multi-lug rotating bolt locking mechanism, the M68 came from what weapon?
Jensen machine.
Johnson. Well done. My Polish friend. By the way, this is the Trump administration here, so you can win multiple items. I mean, this is not the previous administration, so he can win the rest of these. You know what I mean?
Last year, one dude cleared up.
Yeah, we had, this is not socialist. Not socialist.
Last year, that one guy won, what, 4 slings or
Oh,
something?
brother, man. He used to come back every day, put him in the bag.
I won the plate minus, but that other
Yeah,
guy
the
won
kid, yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
So check this out. This is a padded Vickers sling, but a push button version. So it's got the push buttons on both sides. So
Okay, give me another weapon system. What's a favorite? What's that? What?
416.
HK 416. Okay. Man, this might be tough. They put firing pin safety in the 416. Why? The very first 416s did not have a firing pin safety. It's hammer activated, you know. The hammer comes up and pushes it out of the way, and then the 417 has it, the 416. Why did they do that? By the way,
Fire from an open bolt.
no. By the way, they were warned about this by somebody behind the microphone.
Fire pins too heavy. Heavier fire.
Okay, so here's what happened. The Polish friend. Early AR-15s had an issue with the firing pin being too heavy and it would slam fire. Because remember the M16 AR-15 has a floating firing pin. So early ones, right? Early ones, they had issues because they were too heavy and they would slam fire. Well, when they did the 416, they changed a couple key design features that kind of opened up that can of worms. One, the firing pin weight was the same, but they made the buffer spring heavier, and there was now no longer any gas rings to delay that locking. And I warned them, I go, oh boy, you gotta be careful here, because you can open up that slam fire can of worms. And sure enough, they did. What happened was, they tested the gun on mil-spec ammo. No issues. Gun gets over here, law enforcement agencies get them, this and that, and they start using commercial ammo.
So the shock primer and that.
Bam.
So they did this spring.
And then they came back and said, oh, the guys looked at it, they think it's a trigger mechanism does this stuff. And I said, absolutely not. I've been around, I've shot so much ammo and seen so much ammo shot out of that weapon system. I've never seen one double because of the trigger mechanism on a mil-spec trigger mechanism. You see the Knights Armament one where it came out of adjustment. Because the Knights Armament one was, you could adjust with the set screws. I saw one of those double, but a mil-spec trigger mechanism, and I'd never seen double in my life. They said, they were absolutely wrong. I can tell you it's a slam fire, and they came back and said, you're right, it is. So that's where the firing pin safety came from. Well done. Thank you. Okay, little history lesson for you.
here's a. Remember again what we said on Tuesday is we got some of the limited edition slings that once they're gone, there's no more to be had here. This is a actually that's this one right here. Wolf green, or not wolf green, foliage green with the all aluminum, all metal hardware. So it's got the steel tri-glides and the aluminum adjuster, and then push buttons on it. So foliage green is no more of a color. It's all been replaced by wolf gray. So I like it. It's a nice color, but
okay, here's one. Changing gears, talking about German guns. The G36 is basically a polymer updated version of what weapon? He's cleaning up, man. He's cleaning up AR-18, correct?
You know what? I love the pools. I had a pool shit in my life once, so you can have a moment.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, so
G36 is basically an upgraded HK-made polymer AR-18. Well done. All right, next link.
there you go. Man, this would be kind of feel dirty. This is a ShotShow sling.
Oh, a little leftover.
Should we just throw this away, or
We gotta give it away. This is a leftover ShotShow special from 2016.
We kept our word when we had these out. We made this and this blue hardware, and we even have a tag on it that says 2016. We said we are never going to sell it. I found one in the back, and I'm like, it's just been sitting there for 4 years now. And I figured, you know what? Somebody is going to say, I love stuff that no one else can have.
Yeah, this was a unique sling that was a prize sling or a giveaway sling at ShotShow 2016. Okay, give me a weapon system you guys want a question on. Favorite.
We got one from FAL from online.
FAL.
Yeah. It's like a Scar 17, but for men. Ren gun.
Yeah, Ren gun. You were here yesterday. We got a guy talking about Ren gun. Okay. FAL, easy one. The bolt carrier and bolt was adapted from what weapon?
AK.
Wrong. Bolt carrier and bolt on the FAL was taken from what weapon? Almost identical. For all intents and purposes, you might as well say virtually identical. Bolt carrier.
HK 91.
No, God.
They're just throwing stuff out there.
Yeah,
they're just.
This guy's famous for it. He throws stuff against the wall to see what's there. Anybody else?
Winning is winning.
Nobody else is doing this. Yeah. So I wouldn't say this is a softball, but you got to kind of be a gun guy to do that, to know this. Gun is heavily influenced. Not only the gas system from this weapon influenced a lot of small arms, trickle down, but the operating mechanism also influenced some small arms.
SVT?
SVT. Look at this guy right here. My boy. SVT 40, 38 top rib. Well done. Excellent. Next question.
You're gonna have a sale in the corner later.
Yeah, it's cool.
Any other guns?
249.
What's that?
249.
M249. Well, I had it yesterday, man. Some of you guys were here yesterday. I'll say this again, but don't answer. You're here yesterday. Operating mechanism, the M249, is adapted from what weapon? Here's the key. It's turned upside down.
MP7.
Wrong. No, I saw that.
He told me, but I won't say it.
You can't say anything. I'll give you a patch, though, to keep you quiet. If you imagine the operating mechanism on this weapon, you turn it upside down, and that's the operating mechanism on the M249. Two-lug rotating bolt.
Nobody says it, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, nobody says it.
How about AK?
AK, correct. Who said it?
Leroy
Correct.
from Facebook.
There you go. Hey, he got it. Leroy got AK, correct. Take the AK operating mechanism, turn it upside down, and turn it into a slam fire where, the firing pin, when it completely locks and fires, that's M249.
Ooh, an M60.
M60 question?
Yeah, nobody's talked about
All
that
right,
yet.
well, we got one right here. Operating mechanism from the M60 was taken from what weapon?
MG42.
Wrong.
MG34.
Wrong.
No.
Braking system.
HK91.
Wrong.
HK91. I thought it was HK.
Dude, you need to get an HK91 tattoo. No, it's not an HK91. Operating mechanism from an FG42.
Oh, yes.
That's the correct answer.
MG42.
All right. Okay. So let's readdress the M60. M60 has a number of flaws that U.S. Ordnance has fixed. What is the flaw in the gas system with the M60 machine gun? It was a gun that was developed that was never matured in development. It was kind of taken to 80%, 85% and then issued, and it had those problems lingered for the rest of its life. The company that fixed them is U.S. Ordnance. They got them. They started rebuilding M60s overseas. They saw the things that need to be fixed, and they fixed them. And now they made it. It's an excellent gun now because of them. But what is the flaw with the M60 gas system? There's Steven. What is it, Steven? Nobody.
You can insert the gas plug backwards.
Gets a sling from the company that he works for. Look at that. You got a sling from Blue Force Gear, and he's a Blue Force Gear employee. Correct. You can reverse the gas piston. One of the key things about all small arms, but especially military small arms, You cannot design it to where parts can be installed incorrectly. That is a total no-go. It needs to be only one way it goes back together the right way. And they designed it in the M60. And when you do that, it turns into a single shot. You put the gas piston in backwards, and now it's a single shot. Good job, Steven.
What was the other answer? Because there's a couple online. FG42, FG44, FG45.
FG42 is the operating mechanism. Yeah. Do you want to give him a sling?
Well, he's online. I'll send him that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. We can stay with the FG42 right now. Trying to figure out what's the unique feature of the FG42 sights. Maybe not the first ever. It's the dumpster again, right? Didn't we decide that's the dumpster?
I hope so. They were folding.
What is the unique feature about the FG42 sights? It's the first gun that I know that was in relatively widespread use. They only made about 8.
They were folded.
Folded.
Yep.
Look at this guy. You want a black one? Or a gray one? Or whatever.
The black one, please.
Yes, they folded. Folding front rear sight.
Yeah. Oh.
We're gonna hold them all. All right. Okay, here's one. The rear sight on the FG42 is copied by what U.S. company?
Knights Armament.
Look at this guy, nice army. Okay, here's a patch. You've already got patches, but I'll give you another one. If you can tell me the difference in the real FG42 sight and the Knights Army, functional difference.
Knights flips up, auto flip up, and the other one is manual.
Meters and yards?
Huh?
Meters and yards?
Not really. I think the Knights one's meters as well. This is a the FG42 one, in order to adjust the wind, you got to push down on the aperture. The aperture is spring loaded. You push it, and then it resets. The Knights Armament one, you don't. You just click it, and it pops up.
Yes. Just the screw.
Good job. Okay, we've got the backpack.
So we need a bag. So
I need a backpack for this one.
Yeah, we got to step it up.
this is the Jetbird pack here, and Wolf Gray. This is a U.S. made backpack. So this is like your everyday carry. Type go to school, go to work, go to jump the bag here.
Okay. We'll stay with the MG42, which is one of my personal favorites. What country copied features from the FG42 for different small arms after World War II more than any other country?
Austria.
What's that? Israel? Wrong.
Austria?
Wrong.
America.
This country built even some of the service rifles had features from the FG42, like the folding sights and whatnot, but they copied, they built prototypes.
Switzerland.
Yes, Switzerland. Outstanding, yes.
Hold it open for you.
Look at that, he cleaned up, bro. Look at that. Look at all the good guys.
Thank you.
That's right. Remember, the Trump administration thanked Donald Trump. If this would have been a few years ago, you'd only got one, and we'd have had to give it away. I mean, somebody that didn't even attempt to answer would have got one of your slings. A few years ago under Obama. And they're like, good job, but
Thank you very much.
he's been sleeping over there, but we're going to give him your. But now under Trump, you got it. Well done. Yes, Switzerland. Switzerland. If you look at the. STG 57, SIG 510, they had the folding sights from the FG42. Plus, they did a number of prototypes, their FG42 flavor. Yes, well done. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Gang, stick around. We got tons of.
We got your pictures too.
Yes, we got pictures. We got consolation prizes here. I'll sign these.
With the internet being a little lax, we're gonna do like 5 more minutes of this and shut off the internet.
Okay.
Online. They can stay and hang out. We can do some more stuff.
Hey guys, okay, so gun questions. Got any? Here's your chance. Stump the Trump.
What's your favorite handgun?
Probably favorite would be 1911, but I'll tell you, to me, the one I see the most and the one I train with the most and teach is a Glock. Glock's the most popular pistol in history. Estimate 15 million of them have been made. By far the most popular handgun. Nothing's even close. Make no mistake. Nothing's even close. Not Browning high power, not the 1911, nothing. It's been made on those numbers. I've had classes more, I mean, this isn't typical, but it's not uncommon to have a class and every single person shoot the Glock. Most popular rifle in the world?
AK.
Wrong.
FAL.
15. The people who use AKs, by and large, use them because that's what they're issued.
Yeah.
The people who use ARs use them generally because that's what they're issued, and that's also what they choose to use. AR dominates. You go all over the world, I've seen guys using ARs in Russia. I mean, I went to Switzerland, did a class. You thought, well, okay, they'll have all the Swiss guns, the STG, the SIG 550 and all that. Yeah, they had some of those guys, and everybody else was shooting ARs. ARs, most popular rifle in the world.
Outstanding.
Yeah, AKs everywhere still. You see a lot of AKs, but that's the delineation. You see guys using AKs because generally that's what they're issued. They really don't have a choice.
And they're cheap.
You see guys using ARs because in many cases that's what they're issued, and also in many cases that's what they choose to use. Remember, this accessory market you have from these slings to these rails, to these this has never been done before. This is unique. We take it for granted now, but you go back 10, 15, 20 years, you never saw that with any other weapon system. The AR is the gun that brought modularity into the market. It's the gun that brought all these aftermarket accessories and the ability to accessorize it and customize it. It's never been done before. It is the gun that did that. Without a doubt, the most popular rifle in the world.
Okay, next question. Piston versus direct gas. Or
For most people, direct impingement is just fine.
Okay,
What I tell people is
I'm asking for you.
There's four. You have to ask yourself 4 questions. Am I going to use a barrel length shorter than 14 and a half inches? Am I going to shoot a lot of full auto fire? Am I going to shoot a wide variety of ammunition? And am I going to shoot it suppressed? If those are yes, or any of those are yes, you need to look at a piston gun. If you say no, not really, or only occasionally, then a direct impingement gun's fine. But that's where you see the piston, like the 416, that's obviously the gold standard for piston ARs. I mean, that's the gun. When you think of a piston AR, that's the one you think of. Those are the areas that it shines really.
Favorite can? Fire
Suppressor.
Yeah.
You know, I've used a lot of Surefire. I like Surefire stuff. Mainly, guys, because I'm not a guy that puts a suppressor on a gun and leaves it on all the time. Part of that, in all honesty, is because I shoot left-handed, right? And the ejection port blows gas in my face on every shotgun. That gets old.
Same.
So I'm kind of like, you know, and after a while, it's like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'll take the can off. I like Surefire because by and large, more than any other manufacturer that I'm aware of, now there may have been some others that have caught up to them. And what I've seen is you can generally take their suppressor on and off with minimal zero shift. I'm not going to say none, but minimal. That to me is a big deal. Because I'm not a guy that puts a can on and just runs it all the time. Now, if you're one of those guys, I just have a gun and I run it all the time with a can. I'll zero it and drive on, no worries. And there's a ton of different big cans. But if it's can and take on and off, I would tell you Surefire is probably my top pick.
What, you want to sign off on the internet here and
Yes.
close the internet feed down and let everyone else can say
Yeah, sure.
the gun tribute?
All right. We're signing off from the folks at home. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hopefully see you tomorrow. We're back here tomorrow, same time.
Yep. 2 to 3 Pacific time. So if you're
2
back
to
on
3
the East
Pacific.
Coast,
Yeah, you're back on the East Coast.
Like this.
5 to 6, right? Correct?
yes. Thank you. Yes.
Clay, you had a question? Comment?
Nope, we're good. I just want to make sure everything's
We're good, yeah.
Where to find you? How can these guys reach your stuff?
VickersTactical.com, my website, or Vickers Guide for my books, or Vickers Tactical YouTube channel.
Are you doing any book signings tomorrow?
Yeah, no, not tomorrow. Today, yes. We're at the Arsenal booth from 3 to 4 today, and then we're done.
If they didn't do it today, can they come here tomorrow? Bring their own book?
Yeah, they can bring their own book here tomorrow. Yeah. I only have one appearance. I'm going to be floating around doing videos in the morning tomorrow, but the only appearance I have is at the one and only baby, BFG.
All right. Great. Stay.
Awesome. Thank you. All right.